Hey y'all, Chance Hammock here, Utah real estate professional with Coldwell Banker Realty. Well, today I'm excited to talk to you about the fall market. We're in the middle of September now, school's back in, and things are starting to get back to normal. Or are they? That's a question I'm going to attempt to answer here in this market update. I've been in real estate for a few years now, and this is the first year that I can recall where nearly anybody who's come up to me who's known I'm in real estate will ask me what's going on in real estate, whether it's a neighbor, a friend, one of my wife's colleagues. Everybody's asking me about that. That's happened in years past, but not quite to the volume or intensity. It happened a couple of times a week, and now it's darn near daily where somebody says, hey, what's going on with the market? What is my home worth right now? I've run a lot of comparative market analysis, CMAs, for people. Just they don't want to sell, but they are curious to know, what has this market done to my house, for my home's value, which is a great question. So let's talk about the first part of the summer real quick. April, May, June. So that's that spring, the summer market transition. Things got very hot very quick, and it was very competitive. We saw homes that would hit the MLS, and oftentimes they would have offers that same day, multiple offers, and then we'd see homes that had well in excess of a dozen offers per listing. It was crazy. I even had one colleague who said they had well over 100 offers on their listing. I think that was results may vary, and I think that's probably one of the extreme examples, but over a dozen offers on a home was not uncommon. It was very, very competitive for the buyers out there. So now, as we're heading into that fall market, what is going on? Well, it's still very hot, to be honest with you. Things are still very hot, but they're not quite as hot as they were early in the summer. Things aren't as competitive, but we are still seeing homes that have multiple offers. Nearly every listing that I've shown, the listing agent will say that they've had multiple offers. I've got colleagues in my office who they say, yeah, we're still seeing multiple offers, but it's not in excess of a dozen. We're seeing 4, 5, 6. I wish I had solid numbers for you for average price or average number of offers per listing. But just from talking to colleagues and writing offers and submitting and hearing from listing agents, that's what I'm seeing. It's not nearly as competitive. Still very hot. Days on market right now is probably around 5 to 10, whereas early in the summer they were around maybe 2 to 5, maybe 6 hours to 5 days in some cases, where we would just see things list and be under contract that very same day. So in any other market, 5 to 10 days would be considered still very hot, and it is still very hot, but compared to where we were in the summer, not quite as hot. So what can you do to keep track of your home's value? So what you can do is contact me. I'm happy to run a CMA, that comparative market analysis, for you to let you know what's going on there. And I can also set you up with market updates. The market updates are fantastic. They come to you every week, month, quarter, or year, depending on what you want it to be. And you can just see what's going on within a mile or two of your home. We set it up to where, I'll set it up to where it's just homes that are very similar to yours. We're not going to compare a single family home to a townhouse. We're not going to compare a townhouse to single family homes. So I targeted it in there pretty good. I can make it broader if you'd like, but it wouldn't quite help out for what's relative for your market. So shoot me an email, drop a comment here, or even give me a call, 801-872-4318. And we can get you set up with those right now. They're easy, and they're very informative. They'll help you make informed decisions, whether it's today, next week, or later on. All right, so now let's talk about the summer market. So I've got the July numbers ready. We don't have August quite yet. They should be ready next week, and I'll have those up. But the July numbers are still good to talk about. All right, so let's go over them right now. So what you can see is we had 6 days on market. Like I told you, 4, 5, 6 days on market in July. You can see that median price per square foot was just shy of $210 per square foot. And what's interesting there is in that bottom left is from last July, we're up 30.1% in terms of single family value, the median sold price. And for multifamilies, we're up 32% from last July. Comparing it to June, you can see we stuck with 6 days on market, and we were up 31.6% compared to last June, so went down a little bit compared to that, but compared to June of 2020 to July of 2021. But you can see there homes sold too were 4,500 in July, and just shy of 4,800 in June. So let's compare that real quick to July of 2020. I'll put up July of 2021 and July 2020 side by side, and you can see what's going on. You can see that median sold price is what's screaming to me, $356 versus 510. And the MLS changed how things were, so that median sold price covered the entire market, not just single family homes. So there is a slight discrepancy there, but it's still up quite a bit. And you can see there, compared to July of 2019, it was 323 to 356 of 2020. So yeah, I'll leave that up for another second or two, and you can compare them. And of course, you can always pause this as well and check things out. All right, so that sums up this edition of the market update. Like I said, I'm hoping to have next episode we'll have August numbers ready for you. We can compare to August and see what went on there. Hey, if you want to see lists of homes available here in the Wasatch Front, go to chancehammock.com. You can set up listing alerts to see what's going on. You can also call me and I can set you up with those as well. And when you're ready to see a home, call or text me, 801-872-4318. And feel free to let me know if you have any questions or when you want to get set up on those market updates. Hey, thanks so much, y'all. Have a great week.